Ayo, AGR back with another episode in Civilization 6 Out to Culture series. Since the last episode, we have managed to secure ourselves our cultural lead over every other civilization, and now we are going to be looking to turn that lead into actual tourism to work towards our victory condition. So, the first thing to do for us is to research conservation, and conservation is going to give us three things. First, our walls across all our empire is going to start generating tourism, so Ancient Walls 1, Medieval Walls 2, and Renaissance Walls going to give us free tourism, totaling 6 in the city. And as we have around 10 cities, we are going to get like 50% of our current tourism, so those walls do add up. And I'm going to be looking to plug in Lime's card, which is going to grant us 100% protection towards defensive buildings to crank out those walls cheaper and faster. Next thing that the conservation is going to provide us is an ability to spend our faith that I have built up over time, and we are going to be able to buy the naturalist units, which are going to be able to place down national parks around our empire. These national parks are going to provide us with amenities, but more importantly, tourism equal to their appeal. And the final thing that we get is an ability to increase appeal of our empire, because our builders will get an ability to place down woods which provide +1 appeal to the surrounding tiles. So that's what we are gonna do. And to touch on appeal briefly, there are improvements, districts, and features that are providing or reducing appeal to the surrounding tiles. So if we take a look at the appeal map on the appeal lens or the number 3 on the keyboard, we can see that some tiles are red or orange or green. We need dark green tiles to be able to place down seaside resorts or national parks. Floodplains, rainforests, and marshes give negative appeal to the surrounding tiles, as well as improvements such as mines, quarries, industrial zone districts, encampments and stuff, while mountains, lake tiles, and coastal tiles are providing us with bonus appeal. As well as woods. Let me see if I can find any. I chopped so many of them. Yeah, so this is wood style, and these surrounding tiles are getting pressured by woods, coastal tiles, and lakes as well. So these are pretty dark green tiles for our national parks and seaside resorts in the future. If you want to check out more about the contribution of districts and all kinds of features for the appeal, you can check appeal by pressing F9. And here is the list of all the improvements, all the terrain and stuff that is providing appeal or removing it from surrounding tiles. So that's a little bit, I don't want to go too deep into that, as you will see, but generally speaking, orange tile is bad. Sorry Dutchies, Sid Meier's has spoken. And dark green tiles are really good. So we're going to be looking to terraform our empire with that dark green color surrounding it. And now let me take a little bit of my time to map out my empire where I want to place those seaside resorts or national parks to develop a plan in advance of what I want to do with my empire, so I don't have to spend extra time mid-turn thinking about, do I place a forest in here or something? So I will just share you the results that I will get. And this is what I have arrived to, so the map is currently littered with pins. And to explain the pins better, well, as you can see, I have a lot of pins everywhere, but to simplify the whole process is basically, seaside resorts can only be placed on a coastal flat tile, so any coastal flat tile is going to have a seaside resort, and I'm going to look to surround it with forests to increase its appeal and in return tourism. And those forests usually can be improved with lumber mills, as lumber mills do not reduce the appeal of the tile, so we are going to retain some production from there. When it comes to national parks has to be in a diamond form like this, and all of these tiles have to belong to one city. So we are going to be looking to place woods around this diamond shape, and anywhere else surrounding it to increase the adjacent appeal. And that's about it. This forest tile is provided extra appeal to national park as well as seaside resorts, and it's nice to kind of max out the appeal from both these improvements. And I repeated this pattern across all over my empire with some Lumber mills in the middle where nothing is gonna happen, it's just the tiles to provide the appeal and extra production. The national park itself and a seaside resort, and I have a few national parks planned. So let's start by going through a process of terraforming. I do have a builder, so we'll be starting to chop things out. And I can improve this lumber mill. This place is surrounded by districts. We even have encampments, so I don't care about appeals per se on these tiles. Might as well get some food and production. And I will hide these pins for time being. Let's start chopping maybe in a city of golf. That's a nasty marsh tile out there. What do I want to do with this city? Okay, this is a one-charge builder. Let's chop this forest tile. We're gonna get that holy site faster. And I am looking to trade externally. So Tenochtitlan gives me more gold. Let's check my trade routes. We want to have trade routes with all the different civilizations as long as we can reach them. So we have a trade route to China, Aztecs, Persia, and Egypt. Anyone else I can access? Yes, I can trade with Gauls now, so extra 25% tourism from Gallic Empire as well. Very welcome. India. We have one turn until national history, so you can make me a monument into ancient walls, and I'm gonna start queuing up walls in all of my cities. Well, Golf can keep making that aqueduct in 2 turns and then start on the walls. Delta, I'm gonna queue walls for you as well. Lima, Renaissance walls next. Charlie, instead of encampments, you're gonna get walls. We want to make those walls as fast as possible. You're currently making some. Echo. Screw all of these districts, you're gonna be making walls. Because I don't want to run the card of Flea Mace once I plug it in next turn for any longer than necessary, so I will delay my districts just to get these walls out of the way. Kilo, Renaissance walls. Juliet, Renaissance walls. Anybody else needs walls? No. Okay, so we can jump to the next turn. Good. And we got ourselves Yerevan. Sure. Extra city. We're gonna repair that watermill and start working on Renaissance walls. Meanwhile, let's change policies, and I'm gonna replace Republican Legacy for time being with Limes. Gonna sacrifice those amenities for a time being, and let's try to get more gold. Want my diamond, you want my elephant. And what's annoying is that it shows that I have extra luxury elephant, but I sold one from my luxury resources, and I don't know, I don't think my cities are ecstatic anymore. My cities are content, so I don't know why this mod allows me to sell the luxury resources that I need to get ecstatic. I guess that they are calculating through the content level, so as long as I'm content, all the other luxury resources kind of counts as extra. I don't know how it works out, but I have sold a lot of my luxury resources like that, and now my cities are suffering. Let's sell off my strategics, I don't need them, and I can sell off my Diplo favor, and let's sell it off all at once. 64 gold for 30 turns, nice. Since we got access to mass production, I'm gonna be looking to buy as many of those shipyards as possible, but I also want to make sure that I'm stacked up on great works, as that's our base tourism. So, great works, I can buy some sculptures. Do you have any other things? Portraits maybe? No, sculptures, fine, sculptures it is. We're gonna look to theme our museums later for time being. Let's just get what we can. And next technology, we can go towards industrialization to get those coal power plants online and start powering our cities, although power is not really necessary just yet because we don't have districts that requires that. However, extra production is gonna be nice. In terms of envoys, though, I do have suzerainty of a lot of industrial city-states. 3 envoys is not enough to get suzerainty of Wonder Brunei for extra gold, and I don't think I'm gonna invest any of my envoys at all. Because to get any extra benefits from industrial city-states, well, I could get more production to the districts that I don't currently have. Power plants are not online, so I'm not getting anything out of investing envoys into Buenos Aires per se. I could get to level 3 of Vatican City, but I do not have temples or consulate buildings online, so that's not going to give me anything. And the same logic follows to all the other city-states as well. So I'm going to keep my envoys for time being, and let's keep trading internationally. Anything new I can reach? Not really, so let's go to Tenochtitlan for the most gold. You have gained sources, now we can start siphoning funds to benefit our empire. Hopefully Germany can fund our shipyard projects. Chop that nasty marsh tile. That's gonna be our seaside resort at some point. And we have another builder. What am I doing in this empire? Chopping everything. Sure, let's do that. We're gonna get our walls faster. Alpha, do you have a reach? No. We're going to Tenochtitlan. Chop another forest. That's gonna be a seaside resort. Give me those medieval walls. Chop this style. Medieval walls finished. Renaissance walls now. Thank you. Great person. Our internal trade routes are gonna get 0.5 gold for each specialty district at the destination. And an extra envoy. That's nice, let's pick it up. Although we are converting away from our internal trade routes. But for time being, we're gonna get extra benefits regardless, so it's nice. And envoys, I'm still not spending any. And I can chop this pasture tile. This belonged to Yerevan. Chop. Because this is gonna be another seaside resort. Another great person, a writer. Do I have anywhere to put works in? Yes, I do. That means that we are gonna buy some works instead of creating our own, because we want to reduce the culture output from Hungary. They are our biggest competitors with 142 culture per turn, far away from us, but the person with the most culture in the game is defending the culture victory because they are generating more domestic tourists. So if you are behind, you're looking to overcome someone. If you are ahead, you're looking to reduce the second person's cultural output. So by buying great works from Hungary, we're reducing just a little bit their culture and domestic tourism generation while increasing our own. So I don't mind using my gold in that manner. We can even check how are we doing in culture victory. We are currently leading, not by much. We still have a way to go, and that number is only going to increase, but it's okay. It's a process. Bravo has finished his stuff. I can make Hermitage, but this is a really bad wonder. A lot of production to get extra great works of art slots. This is what I call a luxury wonder. Like, if our city can build it in terms that it currently doesn't build anything else, like, yeah, sure, it's gonna generate us extra tourism if we will have enough great works of art to place down, especially with Bengala later on that doubles with greater promotion, tourism from great works of art, music, and writing in the city, but Hermitage cannot be themed. So it's a lot of production for some return, but it's a luxury. And I think I will instead queue myself a bunch of builders since the city is finished with walls. Let's help other cities to improve as we are reaching conservation, and we will have a lot of woods to plant. Chop. And you're gonna sleep in a Coliseum. What a place to crash. I have a score from Bravo reaching even more population. Let's promote you with Rangers so you can run through woods. Renaissance Walls in Alpha. Renaissance Walls in Echo. Kolv has another district available, so you can place down that industrial zone, the last district that I have planned for the city. And this is the first city to ask for a shipyard, so you're getting it. Early bird gets the worm. Now medieval walls queued up. I still have things to chop here. Let's start with this rainforest style. Let's send our builder Chop that maze for gold. We're not gonna need that tile. Keep siphoning funds from Germany, sure. Great people. I don't know, maybe scientists? I'm not interested in guessing. Production towards buildings. Let's get city center to get those walls even faster. That's a massive value. City center. Good. And Viscout. Yeah, get yourself somewhere around here. I need to chop this elephant rainforest tile. Chop the maze for extra gold. I can chop this. I don't need that tile. Alpha. You can make me a shrine. Medieval walls for Charlie. Renaissance walls for Delta. You need shipyard. You have your walls. Very nice. So you can start working on that shipyard on your own. You're a big boy. You don't need support. Meanwhile, you're gonna get those medieval walls. Last builder charge. Let's improve this camp. Very nice tile. Even without rainforest, that is gonna be reducing our appeal anyway. And since we have production towards city center buildings, Echo can get itself the city center buildings as well for time being for extra production. I don't mind spending one turn. This builder could improve my camp that got pillaged by a drought, and I don't have anything else to chop around this city. So let's send you somewhere else. Chop that stone tile. A hotel, you build yourself up. We're gonna get a shipyard into... Actually, you can get granary into shipyard, into library, into holy sites, so the city is gonna leave me alone for time being. You will need art museum, maybe art museum instead of a holy site. Generate more great people as well as have access to extra slots. Lima is finished with walls. You have access to extra districts. Where are your districts? Here, let's take those tiles away and put these districts down. And you're gonna start with shipyard for extra production into theater square. Holy site is gonna be last. Faith is a nice bonus, but we are accumulating at least enough for time being. Our alliance level of Montezuma has increased. Nice. And another great person. Ooh, Leonardo da Vinci. Free culture per workshop. Very nice. We have 6 workshops, so that's 18 culture for free. And we will get extra charge because of Mausoleum ad Halicarnassus. Means what we just got 36 culture per turn for free. Could get Zoo in Alpha, let's do that. Charlie still needs Renaissance walls, so does India. Another builder. I do not have conservation, but it's coming up soon, so I can start improving forests around the Gulf. And this tile, I need to jump. There comes those walls. So you are able to make amphitheater now. And I can buy shipyard for some city. Do you want it? Who wants it? Foxtrot. 1160. Ah, so not quite. Maybe I can sell some of my strategic resources. And now I have to be careful with what I sell. So 1 fox tile, 1 honey. Okay. Honey and truffles, no. I can sell elephants, 3 of them. Let's sell 3 elephants. And let's look to buy, maybe somebody has any other luxury resources. Pearls. Sure, take it. How are my amenities looking now? Still content. Well, maybe zoos are gonna improve our amenities a little bit because they provide amenities within 6 tiles of the building, so all the other cities in AoE radius are gonna get extra. And there's our conservation and our walls built. What about golf? We've still been building walls. Echo, you're finished. What about Foxtrot? You need medieval walls. You need Renaissance walls. So we do have few cities still building walls. I might keep the Limeys in. For how long? 3 turns, 5 turns. So we can research theology and mysticism as well to get access to temples. And we are going to be able to change those Limeys into something more beneficial towards our empire. Let's get a workshop and golf. This city is going to need market for a trader and theater square to generate more culture and great people. Do I want a watermelon here? Not really, let's get a shrine instead. And those envoys don't need those yet. India, can I reach someone new? Yes, I can reach Ottomans. Another empire for extra tourism. Another free culture per turn from every workshop. And you have a promotion. Linguist seems fine. Time to complete all missions reduced by 25%. We can steal gold faster. Haha. And let's chop some tiles around this national park. Do you have a promotion? No, so you're siphoning fund. Ooh, that's a free cavalry unit. Any other civilization to trade? Doesn't look like it. Fine, we gotta trade with China, and Ludwig is happy with us. Do you want an alliance? Can get a culture one. Actually, no. He's defending the culture. Do you want alliance with him? Well, I'm leading, so that's not a big deal. Let's get a military one, maybe. Whatever. I'm not looking to go to war. And my spies have been returned, but it's fine. We're gonna spy on someone else instead. I need encampment in Charlie, that's my priority. We need to crank down a couple of those military engineers to help out our cities. Gonna buy a shipyard for Kilo. And you're gonna build me art museum into shrine, I suppose. City will be pretty much finished. Leave those envoys alone and London. Let's go. Chop. Need to remove these improvements. Those rainforests have to go. Alright, we don't need Limeys anymore. Let's get back our Republican legacy for 14 amenities. And I could even sacrifice some of my gold for culture. 53 culture from theater squares. Looks really nice to get ourselves to democracy faster. Our tier 3 government as well as National History Museum, which is gonna open up 4 extra slots in our capital. Or at least not in the capital, in the Bravo city with a government plaza building. We do have access to naturalists. Let's buy these tiles. Oh, great writer, what are you doing here? Go chill with the cool people around the Coliseum. Let's buy ourselves a naturalist. And natural wonders are providing a very big appeal. However, this tile is getting penalty from 2 marsh tiles, which are disgusting, but at least one of them we will be able to buy and chop and place a camp instead, so at least it doesn't provide too much negative appeal on Taurus Dotain. Just a little bit of extra appeal, extra tourism in return. So next, I could research opera and ballet. Maybe I will be building a Bolshoi theater, although it's not very great wonder. It's good to catch up in culture, but since we are already leading, it might be just another wonder or luxury wonder, so to speak, where we can build it, but we don't necessarily need to. Who else has commercial hubs? Konya, okay. Ottomans. More gold. Chop this. That's a national park tile, so another woods. Well, I can place down woods in here. I don't necessarily need any of these cards, but I do need to refresh my open borders. England. Hungary. Persia. How you feeling? And Gauls. Anyone else? We have with Suleiman. We are allies with everyone else. So not really. This tile is gonna be National Park. Let's improve that. Let's keep chopping these tiles. That's a forest. Let's place down a lumber mill. You're going to make our first national park. Nice. We still can place forest on the national park, we just can't harvest it or make improvements anymore. Could get temple in Delta for more faith. Alright, could get myself more builders and a trader. Actually, let's get those builders first. Trader into a few builders. Foxtrot, you need Renaissance walls, so you still need Renaissance walls. Well, tough luck, buddy. Limes have passed. This city is gonna need a lighthouse, and you're gonna need a builder as well. 11 turns for a builder? Yeah, not gonna happen. Okay, we get that. At least we get a card for great musicians. If we need that in the future, right now we don't have anywhere to put those great work slots. Anyway, so let's get democracy a little bit faster. And Charlie, you're gonna have to build me whatever building for military. I need those engineers. Another builder. Need to remove this Mickey Wap and turn it into woods. Chop this rainforest. I could upgrade you, but I think the city still needs a shipyard. Right. Now you're gonna wait for time being. You could get me a temple. Or we can get a luxury wonder, Deity Okali, for extra amenities. Sure, let's do that, why not? Wouldn't be building if I was behind, but since I am ahead, why not? You stay alert meanwhile. No, I don't need those envoys just yet. Another woods improvement, I should buy myself a naturalist. Very good. That's gonna be another national park. We already doubled our tourism from the start of this episode. Golf, what do you need? You can build yourself a temple, although maybe get me more builders because Yerevan needs some as well. Juliet needs, maybe let's start with a dam so our industrial zone doesn't flood. Let's send this builder towards Alpha. We need those woods. We can buy ourselves another naturalist. Let's check our trade routes. We still have 3 internal trade routes. How many turns? 4, 6, and 10. So in 10 turns, I will be looking to replace Bengala with Magnus, so we start getting tourism bonuses in our actual tourism capital. That's where our government plaza is gonna be. And maybe we're even gonna get ourselves a Bolshoi theater somewhere, or even a Hermitage for even more great work slots. Let's start with this style. Even more appeal, even more tourism. What else is unexplored? Let's get maybe here. Gain sources. Or naturalist. I need woods around this territory. Delta. Anyone else I can reach? No, doesn't look like it. Back to China. What else? So that's gonna be Seaside Resort. I need to remove this rainforest tile. So reducing my appeal, and I need to remove this Mickey Wap. Another rainforest tile. You can improve me a lumber mill. Meanwhile, you are gonna go ahead and plant a forest on this hill. We have access to another district. We have planned holy site, but we don't need that holy site just yet. I don't mind getting that faith a little bit slower. What I do need is an art museum, however. We do have extra 2 great of writing slots. Let's look to buy it, and some luxury resources I don't find. Great works. Writing. Hungary. And someone had sculptures. Hungary. Only 2. Anything else I can buy? Portraits, landscapes, religious. Nice. Maybe I can even theme something. Well, not really. Industrial era. Nice. You're gonna need... You need a factory, but let's start with armory maybe in the city. Although I could build it faster if I have factory. Value, value, value. Let's get military engineers faster. And I want to research my railroads as well. Where is my coal? I need to reduce the appeal of my parks by building a mine. Or I am not getting as much coal. Fine. I will make that sacrifice for now. We're gonna remove that later. Foxtrot could get a shrine, but I would prefer a couple more builders for time being, and maybe I can buy archaeologist at some point. Our alliance have expired with our neighbors. Economic alliance with Aztecs, and I need my religious alliance with China. Mike needs a shipyard. Mike has access to another district. Let's place down your theater square. That's a +3. If we get Huey, it's gonna be +5. But you're gonna get the shipyard meanwhile. Although, and wherever I'm gonna invest my gold into whatever I can buy at any given point instead. Harbor Master, double adjacency for commercial hubs and harbors in the city. Makes Foxtrot Harbor +8. Another builder. Let's get towards India to chop some tiles around here. And I do have another national park place somewhere here, right? So let's remove this mine. Let's place down a forest. Chop this rainforest. Place forest. Gain sources for spy. Oh, okay, this isn't nice. Just get somewhere here or something where we have unexplored territory. Another lumber mill. This can be a lumber mill as well. That's not my national park tile. This one is, however, so need to surround it with forests. A lumber mill, sure. Echo needs amphitheater and a factory. Chop this rainforest. This is gonna be a seaside resort, so need to remove that one. Chop this tile. Another builder is out. Place down a forest. And you can get yourself to Yerevan. Let's repair this horse tile. I don't need the lumber mill in here. I need woods in here though. And I need woods in there. Although that's seaside resort, right? Yeah, that could be, so let's chop this tile. Can I buy myself another naturalist? 900 faith. We're gonna have to wait a turn or two. And City of Bravo, you need that factory in line. It's gonna be a seaside resort, so let's place down a few lumber mills to increase the productivity of the city. Nothing new I can reach. Back to China. Another builder. Where are you heading? I do have a few tiles to improve around this territory. Let's get there, and I do have some things I want to do here, so let's chop that forest. Place a Mickey Wap, I suppose, whatever. Although that might get removed if I decide to get myself a Stadio di Marcagna somewhere here. We'll see about that. It's gonna be coming very late. And we'll see what our city is going to be building at that time. These are the forest tiles. You need a forest in here. Lumber mill here. Another builder. You're gonna chop this tile. And let's improve our mine. Chop this for production. These are gonna be national parks, so let's get this forest instead. This has to be chopped. Scorched Earth. Do I want to change anything? Maybe Charismatic Leader isn't big enough. Let's get Machiavellianism to level up both spies. Maybe steal some technologies to boost our empire. That's a rainforest that I can improve for extra production. Very welcome. Another productive tile. Kilo, you're gonna go to... Nothing new to reach. Unless some trade routes have expired. Nope. So you're going to China. Another great person. 3 envoys at this city-state. Alright. I don't know what I should get. Maybe Jerusalem? Although it seems like Jerusalem is under attack from Persia or something. You can go to Auckland. Too lazy to make that decision. There isn't a particular city-state that I want to have a suzerainty with, so... Chop another rainforest. Theater Square is out, and you have access to another district. Let's place down a water park. We're gonna have a few seaside resorts here, and water parks are one of the districts that provide extra appeal to surrounding tiles. So that's gonna be nice. However, I don't need you to finish it just yet. I would like you to build amphitheater instead, and what could I buy? Or some less productive cities. Kilo maybe. No, you need temple, not buying that. Art museum and a hotel, absolutely. War. You can make me entertainment complex, at least per place it, not entertainment complex, water park. But you can get me temple first. And that's not gonna be a holy site, that's my coal tile. So we're gonna have to place it somewhere else. You have a dam. So let's get factory. Actually, let's get theater square, and maybe I will buy the following districts, because this city is gonna be powering the surrounding empire. That's the only industrial zone I have in the area, and it reaches 6 tiles up to Kilo, down to Kilo, and up to India and stuff. So for that city, it's more important to get that coal power plant online. For Charlie, however, they're gonna get factory into coal power plant into zoo. I think that's the play. And my coal power plants are coming online, so maybe I should invest my envoys into... Actually, Auckland I don't need, I sent a great person there, so let's get the Singapore 6 envoys. That's fair enough. Chop this ugly marsh tile. That's a lumber mill. This builder I could place down Mickey Wabs, but they are useless in the desert. Let's improve some fish tiles instead. I'll repair the horse tile. We have access to railroads, next stop radio for broadcast centers and seaside resorts that I've been talking about the whole game, it seems. Let's get ourselves pine trees. And Bravo, what else do you need? You need a coal power plant. Let's get that city powered. Where is this guy going? Go somewhere here, I suppose. I don't know. Chop that stone tile. And I need a forest in this hill tile. What's happening here? So, this is not a coastal tile. We need that forest going. That's a second growth, so lumber mill. We have extra builders, so let's improve this style with a forest to provide more appeal to our national park, and let's delete these pins. Nice. Another builder, what else? Oh, I do not have a national park in the area. Let's buy myself one of a naturalist. We'll need another one. Free charge builder, let's chop another ugly tile. Just to place down a forest instead for more productivity, rather than appeal. Nothing is gonna be going in that side of the map. And can I buy myself more great works? Anything. Sculpture, portrait, landscape, religious, nothing. Do I need writing? I do need writing though. Anyone selling writing? Yeah, Ludwig. Although 32 gold per turn. Fuck it, it's worth it. Was it? Wait, I mixed him up with Hungary. Hungary was defending, so I just wasted my gold. Great. Amazing. So since nobody's selling me great arts, we're gonna have to use our own. A great work. And you have free builder charges. Let's chop out that banana tile. That's gonna be our seaside resort. Let's get the Auckland. Have access to neighborhoods. Maybe we're gonna place them if we're gonna be desperate for any extra tourism. You're gonna make yourself a shipyard. That's a lumber mill as far as I recall. Destroy this banana tiles, another builder. This one is gonna go. Delta is gonna get one. I still need to make some improvements around Kilo, so you're going down here. Let's get another fish tile online. And still no new cities. Fine. Xiaodong it is. Our lumber mill, and I can buy myself another trader somewhere. How much does it cost? 400 gold, so we'll have to wait. Can I theme something? Do I have any more landscapes? That's a portrait, that's a landscape. The way theming works is basically you need to have the same type of arts, like for example, landscapes. You need 3 landscapes, but all 3 has to come from 3 different artists. So we have one from Kamal, and we have one from Hasagawa Tohaku. But we don't have anything else. We can theme a little bit of religious. But our sculptures are also from Michelangelo and Donatello, so we can't even theme those. Maybe just a little bit. So that's Donatello. That's Michelangelo. Just a little bit of extra tourism. That's a little bit. That's Andrei Rublev. Let's get Michelangelo. And we have 2 more landscapes from Kamal. Oh well. Let's get you to different museum. Didn't want you to be here, but fine. Okay. Extra tourism, not much, but it's an honest work. Get this lumber mill online. Beautiful dark green national park. Chop this tile. Another dark green national park. 320 tourism, almost tripling from where we started. Knights have been researched. This spy doesn't have any promotion, so let's siphon funds for time being. And we get a great engineer for wonder building. We should look to use that one. Golf, you have access to another building. You're gonna get me a water park. So if I place it on this tile, it's gonna give appeal to 3 seaside resorts. Nice, but I don't need it right now, so you keep working on that factory instead. I don't need appeal, I don't think, around these tiles. Wait. That's a nice theater square. Thank you, Persia, for that entertainment complex. Appreciate it. And I have access to another district, maybe campus for extra science. I don't give a shit about this farm, so let's get this going. But you need that shipyard to be productive, so... Do you want to do anything else with this territory? This could be national park, but half of the land of it is an Aztec territory, so no, not gonna be a national park anywhere here. Might as well improve this lumber mill. Just put this great work wherever. You can place down another wood style. And this can be a mine. Or a lumber mill for more production, sure. And have enough mines surrounding this factory to give it adjacency, nor that it would matter too much. For charges, let's make a chop and plant new woods instead. And I will need this tile removed. We are gonna lose one amenity from Temple of Artemis, I believe, but doesn't matter because we need that appeal. We will need those seaside resorts. That's a number of fish tiles that we need to improve. Wonder building. Well, Hugh is coming in one turn, so you stay asleep for now until I decide what to do with you. Siphon funds. Sure. There is another of those luxury wonders. Now the city is ecstatic. And for the production cost of Hugh Teocalli, it is actually bad. Like, yes, it improves lake tiles a little bit, but it's only these tiles that are actually gonna feel it next to Torres del Paine. These tiles actually looking good. But even for these kind of, like, if Hugh Teocalli would be producing these tiles, that could be worth it easily. If you have a lot of lakes around your empire, it might still be worth it, but other than that, it's kind of a waste of production, I feel like. I could get myself Stupa, plus one amenity from entertainment. It's fine, let's get that amenity. I don't mind. Another great writer. Improve a forest. What else? I don't need this farm. And I repaired it. Okay, not a big deal. Still can't access anybody else. Anybody's trade routes finished? Doesn't look like it. Back to Tenochtitlan. Improve lumber mill. Improve lumber mill. Lima needs art museum. India. Get yourself a zoo. How are your amenities looking? Happy. So you can get me a zoo. Foxtrot, what do you need? You have access to a water park. Let's put it down here. There's potential one seaside resort, but if we increase the appeal and remove a mine, maybe this could be a second one. Maybe we are just gonna get it across the line. We'll see about that. And we could get ourselves a Bolshoi theater. Sure, we have that great engineer, might as well use it. Again, not necessary wonder, but just a nice addition. Let's build up factory. Let's delete this national park tiles. We already established this one. And Mike, you have access to a water park. Well, your water park is going to provide appeal to these coastal tiles for seaside resorts, so let's place it down. But first, you're getting that theater square because I need it now. Chop the banana tile. Improve forest. Another great white there. Of course, you're going to hang out in a coliseum. And we do have a few extra great writing slots. Let's go buy some of them. You want truffles and foxes, I don't mind that. And I do have 2 elephants to sell. 1 truffle to sell. Great works of writing and luxury resources, dyes, and a few from Hungary. Ecstatic, Foxtrot, how about Echo? Okay, good, cities are providing much more. Charlie is still only unhappy, but we are gonna fix that at some point. Anything else to improve? This crab tile is not improved. Let's get that going. For this builder, you can hang around until I get those seaside resorts. So can you, but we will start with this seaside resort. But tile looking very nice. And for this builder, we need to chop this marsh tile. And we are entering Industrial Era Golden Age. Well, the only thing to pick up is form a coinage. Hitstone Dracons is good if we would be settling, but we're not. Heartbeat of Steam, I don't have campuses, so we're not gonna get a lot of production out of it. And to arms, the last thing we're looking to do is go to war. We need open borders with everyone for culture victory, so... Well, we don't necessarily need it, but it's better, so we're gonna keep it that way. Reform the coinage for extra gold. Number of woods improvement for lumber mill. Filippo, 3 turns until that Bolshoi theater. Echo, you have access to another district. You can place down maybe diplomatic court or somewhere around. But for time being, I still prefer to get art museum here. And even coal power plant, you can do it in 4 turns. So hopefully that's gonna reduce the price of our art museum as well in the long run. Is this new? Yes, this is new, so I need a lumber mill in this area. Let's remove this tile. You're making a lumber mill. Let's place down a forest on this hill to increase the appeal of another potential seaside resort. You stay asleep. Our alliance with Ramses has expired. Let's get it back on. Charlie, I need military engineers from you yesterday. Let's get like 4 going. Something. I need a trade route. Fine, let's get it in Lima. I don't care where I'm getting it in. Maybe I can buy myself some districts and border cities. Well, Golf is finishing this stuff, so doesn't matter. How about Kilo? Don't have anything to buy. That's a good problem to have. Huh. Well, I can buy Charlie a coal power plant to increase its production. At least it's something to use my gold upon. And they do have access to another governor title. Let's promote Reina with tax collector for a little bit extra gold. And I'm gonna reassign Pingala to Bravo. And I'm gonna assign Magnus to Alpha, because our trade routes should be expired by now, right? Yep, not a single internal trade route left. Good. Let's get that theater square going. You need forest in here. We can get a forest in here as well. Keep this city productive. I don't know if I need that many builders now. Although there are a few tiles to improve here still. Come on, where is it? Move your ass down. Keep auto exploring. And what else? This is a lumber mill. 2 turns, so maybe I'll keep that charge for a Hermitage if we go for it. And this is a 1 charge builder, so you are gonna wait to improve this seaside resort. Although I'm gonna have to destroy this mine, because the appeal isn't good enough just yet. The appeal is still not quite breathtaking. So I might have to replace the seaside resort with wood so that at least this one is getting enough of appeal. How are others looking? Well, this one is gonna get a water park, although with water parks maybe I feel was gonna be fine, we'll see. Failed to steal gold, but got undetected. Go back to stealing. Another lumber mill. Yerevan is becoming a decent city, not great, but at least a decent. And what else do I need in here? Yep, you can stay asleep for those seaside resorts in the future. Any new cities I can reach? Nope. Back to Tenochtitlan. Improvement. I do have a couple of charges, so let's get this, and I will buy myself this ugly tile to chop. Okay, you can get a shrine in one turn, that's fine with me. And there's Bolshoi Theatre. It's nice, we have access to banks, we have access to Sydney Opera House. And now I can get myself a Hermitage in 10 turns. We're gonna destroy one Volcano Mile, but let's use up that Philippe of Brunelleschi, 8 turns left. Golf. You could do a coal power plant because you're gonna need to power Yerevan anyway. You could get me a Sydney Opera House in 29 turns. I don't need it right now. Let's get the priority buildings first, although I would like to buy myself that Archaeologist. Although I can make it in 7 turns, so let's do that. None of these buildings are actually priority for me. Do I want to change anything in my government? 50 production from industrial zones. Man alive, that's massive. 32 from Wisselbanken. We're still spying. We don't need as many builders anymore though. How many am I still building? Delta. You're gonna build me 2. Anyone else building any builders? Not really, so... Maybe I can have just free charge builders in there and get naval infrastructure for 21 extra production. Or do I prefer gold? But gold has diminishing returns. I don't have as much stuff to buy anymore. So maybe production is better. Or even 12 amenities. Oh, I have access to heritage tourism and I didn't even notice it. Increase tourism from great works of art and artifacts. Yes, that's a no-brainer. That's our first amplifier. So we absolutely have to plug it in. And on top of that, let's see what we can send to our capital. Well, not capital, our government plaza city. Bravo. We need 1 extra great work of writing. And does anyone have great work of music? Yes, Hungary. Good. Let's get that. And I need 1 for writing. Hungary. Good. This is going straight to Bolshoi Theatre. What else? Where is Bravo? Can I theme this museum? That's the question. Let's check what great artists our people have. Portraits, landscapes, religious, anything at this point. Sculptures, no. So we cannot theme for shit. Well, that's something that we're gonna have to do in the future. Although I can still move around some of the great works. That's a portrait. So religious. Let's have a little bit of theming, at least in the Bravo. That's the most important city. Especially once Bengala will establish. And I do need to place down another national park. 1000 faith. Okay, so next turn. And we can start with military engineers placing down railroads, as our empire is gonna be covered with forests anyway. It will allow us to travel across our empire faster. Another forest. Let's get another forest. That's a builder, and now you're gonna build something else. I have a few things that I want to build. So factories. Well, I will need temples, I will need banks, but let's start with a production for time being. And our great musician is coming in. Sure. Kilo. You're gonna need a water park. Juliet. You're gonna need a power plant into amphitheater. You have access to another district, which is gonna be Holyside. That's near a volcano. Fuck it. Now the only thing that we are gonna be looking to spend our faith on is gonna be later in the game on the rock bands. But we are gonna reach that relatively fast, I think. But democracies first. So I do have enough faith to buy my last naturalist. We're gonna send him out here to improve his national park, and I do need to delete a few of those extra pins. Let's get rid of him. Pin Exterminator. Although we can make another national park in this area, so maybe we'll get another one, we'll see. Echo is gonna need that art museum into a bank, into diplomatic quarter. Alpha is gonna need coal power plant, into a bank, into a temple. Yes, our spy has escaped. Good. Let's get somewhere around here, and you're gonna hang around the pool people, because I don't have any other places to put down great works of music. We have access to Crystal Redentor, but we do not have religion, and our religious tourism is pretty much coming from Palace with one relic, so I don't know if I want to build that wonder. That wonder is good if you have religion, because once enlightenment is researched by any civilization, it halves the religious tourism effect against that civilization. Basically, what Crystal Redentor does is eliminates enlightenment's penalty, so you can keep going. Lima. Get a holy site or a water park. Let's get a holy site first. Water parks can come in later. It's a lumber mill, that's a lumber mill. Another military engineer. Come on guys, move. And that's our era score for connecting Charlie and Delta with railroad. That first city to be connected by the railroad is nice. I'm gonna start promoting probably just random governors into cities with national parks so Kilo can get Victor. As far as I remember, there is a golden age dedication in later eras where cities with national parks but have a governor provide extra tourism. I don't know if we are gonna get that late into the game, and I don't remember exactly when it comes in, but we don't really have a particular governor title at this point that I would like to get, so we might as well do that. This builder can fall asleep. We'll figure out what to do with it later. And where is our naturalist? Another national park online. And since we have most of our national parks established, I think I'm gonna end the episode here. And in the next episode, we're gonna be focusing on placing down all of these juicy seaside resorts, generating even more tourists for our empire. So thank you guys very much for watching. One love, I'm out.